We call that a high income job because you're going to get huge amount of salary. Unlike the teachers who will be getting 20,000, 25,000 naira, 30,000 naira. Those ones are low income jobs. Yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm super excited to see you tonight, which is the second session of our class. So I was still talking about how you can monetize your smartphone, as in the exact things you can do with your phone, your Android phone or your Apple phone, just any smartphone you have, exactly how you can monetize it. What are the things you need to do? So yesterday, I gave you 5 steps out of the process you need to follow. So I told you making money online as a process. That's a process. So I gave you 5 steps out of the process. Now, who can highlight those steps for me? Step number 1, what are you to do? You have to be very fast tonight. You have to be very fast
Assalamu
tonight.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Listen to you.
Assalamu
Hello?
alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alaikum
Hello,
salam,
hello,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
First
The
step
first
is
is that
you have to
you said
develop high emotional
to develop
intelligence.
High
emotional
emotional
intelligence.
intelligence. Okay. Step number 2,
Get the process and focus on the process.
get the
Number two
We
process.
should
is
get
Sorry, please.
you have
Let's
to
and focus.
you have to make
We should get the process and focus on the process.
okay, okay, okay. Step number 2, get
So
the
we should
process
get
and
and
focus on
focus
the.
on the process.
Step number 3, who is answering that?
Step three is we should find out to make money online.
Please let one person talk so that it won't give echo here.
He
Who is
said we
speaking?
should it's Abu Hudhaifa.
Now, now.
So how to make money? That is step number 3. That is step number 4. You said we should master
No, I'm
our
coming.
skill.
Step number 3. What's step number 3?
Is how to make money.
Is
We
that
should
right?
find out to make how can we make money online?
Is that the exact way I
no.
put it?
Step number
That's
3
how
is keep.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello?
Wa alaikum salam now.
I want to attempt it, sir.
Okay, okay, you're welcome.
The first process is that you have to develop high emotional intelligence.
Good.
That is the first process.
Yeah.
The second process is that you have to have focus.
Get the process.
And the third one is
No.
yes.
The
The third one is you need
process.
Get the process on
I'll
the
focus
process.
on it. You cannot pay focus when you don't have the
yes,
process.
exactly. The third one is you need skill, knowledge, idea, experience, and skill and the talent
Exactly. Skill
to make money online.
Exactly.
Yes.
Idea.
The fourth one is you have to master the skill. You have to master the skill, the knowledge, and the talent.
Yes.
That's number 4.
Okay.
Number 5, you have to be a man of value.
A man of value.
You have to keep people. You have to be a man of value so that you can gain value. People can gain value from you.
Is that the exact thing I said?
No,
Step number 5.
Step number 5
Yeah,
is that one need high income skill. That is,
High
you should
income
build
skill. High income. It is a
and
high
it-
income
it-
skill that will make you a man of value. It is a high
yes.
income skill that will make you a man of value. Sorry, let me buttress a point there. In fact, there's a particular session we'll be holding very soon, inshallah. We'll be talking about those who are employed among us. We'll be talking about a very vital aspect, which is your ability to become the boss of your boss. That is, if you have a manager, if you are working under somebody, he can easily fire you and get you sacked. But if you have a high income skill, you become a man of value. You are unsackable. We'll talk about that. So it's a high income skill that will make you a man of value. The fact that you are just a graphic designer doesn't really mean that you can deliver values to the market. But you need a high income skill. If you have a high income skill, you become a man of value. The fact that you are good in mathematics doesn't mean that you are a man of value in your community. But if you can add your mathematics knowledge with a high income skill, you become a man of value. You become somebody every other people are running after. If you are working under someone, you are working in a school, you become unsackable. So that is what we are talking about. So Abdul Latif. Is Abdul Latif part of us there? Abdul Latif.
Yes, sir.
Now I want you to record as the last person who talked now. There are 4 people who answered the questions now. I think is it 4 or 5? Please, if you answer a question now, note yourself down with Abdul Latif, probably in his DM or yes, in his DM. Note yourself down.
How can we identify a blessing?
Abdul Latif is one of the admins.
Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. Now every what am I talking about? Okay, let's continue. So yesterday I was talking about high income job and high income skill. That was the exact point we stopped. I made mention that there are some people who have high income jobs, just like the lecturers, the bankers, and even the employees among the health personnel. The employees, they have high income jobs. Yes, because at the end of the month, they can what they would collect huge amounts of salary. It could be 100,000. Nobody should present now. Who is that person presenting? It could be 100,000. It could be 200,000. But we call that a high income job. Because I'm still going to ask a question under this. We call that a high income job because we're going to get huge amount of salary. Unlike the teachers who will be getting 20,000, 25,000 naira, 30,000 naira. Those ones are low income jobs. But we said even the people who have high income jobs, they are not still happy. Why are they not happy? I mentioned it yesterday. Who wants to answer that question?
Because they will not happy because they are not their money before the end of the month. Even before the end of the month, the person might have spent salary. But as for the let me say, as for the case of digital marketing, some people usually pay let's say by hour because
Salam alaikum. Hello.
Now,
I want to try the
Salam.
answer because of their time and their passion have been traded for money.
Exactly. Simple, short and precise. Short and precise. Please, the person who answered that question, the person who answered that question, please message me privately.
Hold on, later in the.
Just message me myself. Message me on WhatsApp privately. So
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
they are trading their knowledge and time for money. They are exchanging their time for money. They are exchanging their time for money. So they are not happy doing that. They are not happy. They want to be at home. They want to be able to choose their time, their work time themselves. But their job doesn't allow them to do that. If you're a banker, you have to resume. Worst case, you resume at 8. Then you close at 5 p.m. So probably you're even living far. Before you get home, it's already late in the night. And you still have to do the same the next day. You still have to do the same the next day. That is why when these people hear about public holiday, they jubilate. They throw themselves up. Like, wow, when again are we going to have a kind of opportunity like this to be with our family? Even I myself, when I was still teaching in 2000, late 2018, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy at all. I spent my time. In fact, I would go to work. In fact, the school was very strict. We had to resume worst case 7:15. If you resume at 7:16, there will be a deduction on your salary. So my first salary, there was a lot of deduction. I was so sad. So I wasn't even a happy guy, and I would want to write lesson notes, do this and that. Anytime I hear about public holiday, I throw myself up. Like, I don't know when next I will have that kind of opportunity again. So those ones are jobs. In fact, for my own case, then it was a low income job. Low income job brings about total sadness. Total sadness. That is when you will see people getting angry. You see some people will call them sadists, or we say some people are sad. It is not just happening to them. It is the kind of lifestyle they are living that makes them sad. And because this thing has been part of them for long, they don't have choice than to reveal it out on their faces and all that, and also their attitude towards the people in their surrounding. So those are jobs, those are high income jobs. But we are talking about high income skill. In Nigeria, we are today. A high income skill is a skill that has the potential to earn you at least 500,000 naira in a month. You leaving your room. Without you leaving your room. Please underline that. You don't need to leave your room to make 500,000 naira. Don Locke said it that a high income job, a high income skill, according to his own definition, is a skill that allows you earn $10,000 in a month without you stressing yourself, without somebody dictating your schedule and all that. You decide exactly when you want to work. So let me describe what high income skills are before I list them out. Let me describe it to you. So for high income, a high income skill. Now from the definition I've given, some things might have been playing around your mind. A high income skill allows you to generate income part-time or full-time from anywhere in the world. Please, who is writing it? Make sure you are jotting down. Make sure you are jotting every bit of what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Prof has listed out all the steps I mentioned yesterday. So anybody who wasn't part of the class yesterday should quickly write it down. Or probably you're not part of the class and you've not gone over the replay we sent to you, or you've not requested for your own copy. Those are the things I mentioned, the steps you have to follow to make money online. So I'm now describing what high income skills are. Number one, a high income skill allows you to generate income part-time or full-time from anywhere in the world. Somebody should help us type that out. It allows you to generate income part-time or full-time from anywhere in the world. Meaning that it doesn't really matter whether you are in Ibadan today, or you are in Osun State tomorrow, or you are in Kwara State tomorrow, or you even come back to Lagos State. You are still delivering values. Your location doesn't restrict you. Now I want to ask, please put up your audio. If I want to ask you questions, you can turn it on. It's really disturbing me here. Put up your audio, please. I want to ask you a question. If you are a banker, you work in the bank, then probably you are working in Lagos State. Then you travel, you have to, move away from Lagos, then you move to Kano State. What will happen to your job? You can use the chat to answer the question. What will happen to your job? Is your job secured? You use it. It may collapse, yes. So for high income jobs, your job decides your location. Your job decides your location. Some of the time, I will not even be in Lagos State, and I'll be in Osun State, and I will still be delivering values. I get paid wherever I go, because I don't have to take along any gadgets. I don't have to take along any office and all that. Just me, myself, in my room. In fact, some of the time, I might not even be properly dressed, and I'm still delivering values. I get paid for exactly what I say, or exactly what I type out. Unlike a banker, you cannot just say, oh no, I'm moving away from Lagos State, I'm moving to Katsina. You are joking with your job. Unless you have another job you want to go and do there. If not, you lose your job. Only if your company really values you, they can tell you, maybe they will move you to another branch over there. But it has to be on an agreed term. And there will be a lot of conditions attached. Those are what? High income jobs. But for high income skill, your location does not really matter. Your location doesn't matter. You can work part-time or full-time. What am I talking about? If you are working part-time, in fact, you can just work for a client in a month. Just one client in a month, you get paid 50,000, 100,000 naira, and you spend the rest of your time doing something you love. Maybe you are so righteous, you retire in the mosque doing ibadat, or you stay with your family, or you go to beach, or you stay with friends. You can even travel out. You've delivered what you need to deliver, and you've earned what you want to earn. The only thing you are waiting for is the next client to come. So you have enough time to do whatever you like. You have enough time to serve your Lord. That is what? That is a high income skill. Some people here, they want to be so righteous. They want to have time to recite the Quran, to do this and that. But their job is not giving them that time. Imagine somebody leaving the house at 7 and coming back at 7 p.m. again. He's tired already. Probably just managed to observe Salah, and by then, just after that, he eats and sleeps, and the cycle continues. Even in the weekend, he might promise himself that, oh, in the weekend, I will have time for ibadat. When it comes to weekend, he doesn't still have time. He has a lot of family issues to attend to, a lot of friends and all that. So that is the nature of high income jobs compared with high income skills. So number 2, the second description of a high income skill is that with a high income skill, you will enjoy other freedom, fulfillment, and impact lives. With a high income skill, you will enjoy other freedom, fulfillment, and what? You will impact lives. You just work with a client and you've closed 200,000 naira. So you will have time, impacting lives. You have a lot of time teaching some people, teaching the disadvantaged people, the less privileged people, some things. Probably you are teaching them some skills, or you are passing some knowledge to them. You have the time to impact lives because you are in control of your time. You are in control of your time. But for most people, whether they are employed or they are self-employed, because they don't have a high income skill, their job controls their time. Their business controls their time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Exactly. So the number 3 is that with a high income skill, you can become financially successful without actually starting a business. You can become financially successful without actually starting a business. That is the funniest thing about a high income skill. You don't know them now. I will mention them to you. If you have a high income skill, in fact, you don't even need a business. You don't need a business yet. If you add a business to your high income skill, then you become unstoppable. you become unstoppable. That is why you see many digital marketing gurus. They don't have something they are selling. They don't have a business in particular they are doing, and they are cashing out big online. Those are high income skills. Those are what high income skills. You don't need a business. You don't need to start selling gadgets. You don't need to start many importation. You don't need this and that. Just have a high income skill. You make money while you have no business yet. After you've made a lot of money, you can then decide, okay, where should I channel my money? Let me start a business. You know, you siphon your money towards the business. Then you become unstoppable. Don't disturb yourself too much thinking about what are high income skills. I will not be the prince of closing if I don't mention them to you tonight. But let's describe them fully first. So the next thing is that if you have high income skills, you see high income skills we are talking about, you don't need any starting capital or tech required. No starting capital or tech is required. Once you learn and master a high income skill, you don't need any starting capital. Now I want to ask you, what's that business you can start today in this 21st century that you don't need a starting capital? Even if you want to sell pure water, you need a starting capital. Is there any business somebody can do without a starting capital? I've not seen that business. I've not found it.
There is. You can sell data without having a capital.
You can what?
You can sell data without having a capital.
So how are you going to go about that?
Well, it depends on your trainer and the trust you have between yourself and your trainer.
What if there's no trust?
Then there's no way you do that.
You have to have a capital. Yes. Even there are some business that you can leverage on another person's ladder, another person's status, and start without a capital. If there is trust.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
One taking the risk. But we are talking about.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The issue of data, if you really want to do it, you need capital. Because I'm a data seller here, I sell data.
Good.
So if you sell 1, 2, like 5, 10 gig in a day, that's when you don't need capital. But if you want to be selling in that and make good gain, you need capital. So that's my contribution.
Thank you so much. So even if you want to start pure water, you want to start selling pure water, you need capital. Unless you want to go and meet the company and say, okay, sell water to me. By the time I'm done selling it, I would pay you. But who does that? Doesn't sound right now. So, but for high income skills, because when you do that, you are sounding like a beggar, you're like a needy. But for high income skills, you don't need any starting capital. In fact, you don't need any technology, special technology to get started. Just have that skill set, then you get started. Just the skill set, something in your brain, then you start making money. Just something in your brain. So the next one is that you'll be able to divine your income without relying on the government or any corporation. If you have a high income scale, you'll be able to divine your income. Okay, this month, my target is making 500,000 naira in a month. This month, my target is making 300,000 naira in a month. Oh, I just need to work with 10 clients this month. And we're going to pursue that goal. Once you work with 10 clients this month, you get 1 million naira or you get 500,000 naira. You'll be the one deciding your income. Unlike a salary earner, there is always a ceiling on their income. This month, if you have a high income scale, this month, probably you have a lot of events to attend. You might be like, your goal might be like, oh, this month I want to make 500,000 naira. Another good month, your goal might be like, you want to make 1 million naira. You decide your income. But a banker whose salary has been pegged at 70,000 naira will not get more than 70,000 naira every month. If he wants more than 70,000 naira income, then he needs a side hustle. And I doubt his work can allow him doing a side hustle. He needs a side hustle. So he cannot really divine what his income will be. In fact, his income has a ceiling. Another secret I'll be teaching you tonight. Never place a ceiling on your income. Never place a ceiling on your income. That is why you see salary earners, they are always very aggressive. They are sad. They pass aggression a lot. The only time they are happy is the very first 5 days of the month when they are paid. When they get their salary, you see them jubilating, you see them in good mood. But after the 6th, 7th day, they become something else. Because the reason is that they are not happy having a ceiling on their income. Their income is divined by another entity, a company or their manager. If you have a high income scale, you will always be in demand.
Sorry, sir. Sorry for cutting you short, sir. Please.
Okay.
What do you mean by ceiling? What do you mean by ceiling?
What I mean is that Your income should not be fixed. Never have a fixed income. Like if you are a teacher now,
Noted.
you are earning 25,000 naira. You can't earn more than that.
Noted, sir.
Unless they decide to increase your salary by 1,000 or 2,000 naira. What would that be? So never have a ceiling on your income. Now, the next thing is that if you have a high income skill, you are always in demand, no matter the state of the economy. You are always in demand, no matter the state of the economy. In fact, please note this point I want to mention. In fact, the right high income skill is more valuable, more desirable, and more in demand during economic downtowns. Did you get that? If you have a high income skill, I said you are always what? In demand. But you will be more in demand when the economy is bad. When the economy is good, you will be needed. You are highly in demand. When the economy is bad, you are desperately in demand. As in companies need you at that time, at economic downtowns, they need you desperately. They need you for conversions. They need you to generate sales. They need you to generate more revenues for them. Because companies do not get down, do not fall. Companies do not collapse due to what? Too much of revenue. Companies collapse due to lack of revenue. Who doesn't know Dangote here? Almost everyone knows Dangote. Even Dangote, if you have a skill that can help Dangote make more sales, it will need you desperately. No company rejects more sales, more profit, more revenue. So if you have a high income skill, you are highly needed when the economy is good. You are badly needed when the economy is bad. So a high income skill as well provides you with job security, certainty, and peace of mind. Please note those three things: job security, certainty, and peace of mind. Job security, it means that if you have a high income skill, I used to say that if you have a high income skill, you cannot develop high blood pressure. Note it. If you have a high income skill, you cannot develop high blood pressure. There will be nothing like, oh, what if I'm sacked? What if my boss fires me? Oh, what if I go late to work today and I get fired? What if my salary is deducted? All those what if doesn't do not allow you stress yourself. They do not allow you do exactly what you want to do. They don't allow you live your life the exact way you want to live it. No job security, no certainty, no peace of mind. That is why you even see doctors dying out of what? High blood pressure. Because of what? Lack of job security. They don't want to be fired. That is why you need, for whatever knowledge you have, whatever skill you have, you still need the high income skill. I have seen health personnel. There's a lady, Shoma. Shoma is a foot nurse. Yes, she's employed in a hospital, but she's also applying high income skills. Like now, if the hospital decides to sack Shoma today, she doesn't mind because she makes more money than she earns from that hospital. Yes, 80% of her salary, I'm so sure, or 80% of her income comes from what she does from home, not at the hospital. She gets consulted for what she does. So there is job security. There is certainty that if you have a high income skill, there is certainty that by the grace of Allah, this month I'm going to make money. I'm going to make money. I'm going to make money. You set a goal, you set a high goal. Of course, you may not hit your highest expectation. You cannot hit your highest expectation, but you'll be better than somebody who doesn't set a goal and who doesn't have a high income skill. Probably your goal is to hit 1 million naira in a month, and you end up hitting 700,000 naira in a month. If you are not greedy, I want to ask you: if you are not greedy, will you not have peace of mind? Will you not be contented that, oh wow, this month I made 700,000 naira? If you are not greedy. Then who is that employee who can put his hand on his chest that this month, okay, last month my boss paid me 70,000 naira. This month I'll be paid 200,000 naira. I want to be paid 200,000 naira. You can't decide your income yourself. You can't decide your income yourself, and at the same time you don't have peace of mind. Do you get the descriptions now? Let me know if you get the descriptions with a security, job security, certainty, peace of mind. Okay, good, amazing. Good. Now, examples of high income skills. Examples of high income skills that you can go and learn. Now I've given you the process, the steps you need to follow. Yesterday I told you do a checklist. Do a checklist and see which stage are you now? Which stage are you moving to? Which stage are you now? Which stage are you moving to? So examples of high income skills that you can go and learn, you understand it and you master it. Because those are my own principles when it comes to learning. I believe that the purpose of learning is not knowledge, the purpose of learning is mastery. So when you learn, you understand. When you understand, you master. Just any skill you want to learn, you learn it, you understand it, you master it. Unless you understand it, you cannot master it. Now, let me give you examples of high income skills that you can go out there and learn, no matter what you've learned in the past. If you want to make more money, you want to 10x your profits, you need at least one of these skills. At least one of these skills. Number one is closing skill. Number one is closing. When I was talking, I usually mention closing in my statements, my content, and all that. But somebody recently was telling me that he thought closing means when you return from work, then you close. I was just laughing that. What kind of funny thing is this? Closing is a high income skill. If you don't know about closing, then you are not even living in 21st century. You are not in 21st century, yes. You are in the 90s. Closing is the number one high income skill. It is the number one high income skill. Can I see somebody typing closing there if you hear what I'm saying?
Please, can you elaborate on it?
Definitely. Yes. Now, what exactly is closing? If you stay with me till the end of this class, I'll screenshot the number of people I'm talking to at the end time. So for those who will stay till the end, till I say goodbye, I'm going to give you one of my premium lecture on closing so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Then you can decide for yourself whether you should learn closing or not. I'm going to give you one of my premium lectures on closing. But note now that it is the number one high income skill. Closing is the number one high income skill. And it has to do with communication. Please put up your audio. Thank you. Put up your audio. It has to do with what? Communication. Thank you. So let's say there is a company. Let's say we have a real estate company. Real estate companies, they deal with millions. Every single deal is what? Millions. And another person there, a prospect is there, having millions in his pocket, in his wallet, or in his bank account to put on a material. Probably he wants to buy a house. Let's say he wants to buy a house. And let's say the house is 5 million naira. Companies need somebody to get on a call with this prospect, answering his questions so that they can get that money. Will you tell me that somebody who wants to give out 5,000 naira on a property, 5 million naira on a property, would he not have some questions, some doubts he needs to clarify before he give out that kind of huge amount of money? Can he just give out the money? Okay, maybe he has an agent already and he sees the property and he says, okay, take the 5 million naira. Would the money be collected so easily like that? Who is answering that question? No, not exactly. Thank you. Exactly. It will not be collected like that. So you need somebody to get on a call with this prospect, listening to his points, listening to his pain points, his questions, his worries, his doubts. You clarify his doubts, you answer his questions, you listen to his pain points, you empathize with him, you show him exactly where he wants to be, till he finally makes the decision to buy that property. So the person doing that kind of job is who we call a closer, a high ticket closer. In fact, we don't even need to go so far. Who is not selling something here? How many of us are selling something here? If you have a business, something you are selling, type, just signify. Signify with any symbol. If you have something you are selling, signify with any symbol. Any symbol. You can just signify with I. If you have something you are selling. Good. Good. Almost every one of us here is an entrepreneur. You have something you are selling. If you have something you are selling that is up to 10,000 naira, please type 10, TEN 10. If you have something you are selling that is up to 10,000 naira, amazing, amazing, amazing. Good, good. We have high ticket business people here. Have you ever experienced a situation where somebody wants to buy from you, a prospect wants to buy from you, and during the conversation, he ends up telling you that he's not buying again? If you've experienced that, just type yes. Have you ever experienced a situation whereby a client wants to buy from you, so after a conversation, it tells you, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. If you've experienced that, type Y, just letter Y. Just letter Y. Amazing, amazing. So when a client tells you, I want to think about it, I'll go and think about it. I will get back to you. How many times did they get back to you? Did they used to get back to you, yes or no? Did they used to get back to you, yes or no? No, no, no. Yes. 3 out of 10. Thank you so much. 3 out of 10. Meaning that the percentage is very low. The percentage is very low. When a client tells you, I will get back to you, he's running away. He's telling you lies. He's giving you no in a humble manner, in a polite manner. It's a polite no. Yes, I'll get back to you. It's a polite no. Now think about the number of sales you have lost just by getting that kind of objection. Think about it. Is it little or much? How many sales? Just think about. Try to flashback. Very many. Very many. Imagine. So the problem there is that you don't have the closing skill. The problem there is that you don't have closing skill. If you have a closing skill, you will get less of that objection. Less of that objection. Now let's now look at another situation. You go to your work. You go out today. You dressed. You use perfume and all that. You look nice. At the end of the day, let's say you are a man. You come back home and your wife says, "Oh, there's nothing to eat. Oh, there's nothing to eat." And you tell her that, well, you know, today there's no sales today. Oh, there's no sales today at all. 10 clients came to me that they want to learn, they want to buy. So, but at the end of the day, they were just giving me objection. The first one told me I will think about it. The second one told me that I'll get back to you. The third one told me that it's not me that need it, it's my partner. The fourth one told me that I don't have the cash now. The fifth one told me till the 10th person. What do you think your wife will tell you? Somebody should use a voice note. The audio. What do you think your wife will tell you?
That you're not a good marketer also.
No. She will not even say, oh, if she says that, she's humble. She will tell you that, see, Mr. Man, that one is not of our concern. Oh. Nobody cares if a prospect gives you objection. Undo the objection and close the sale. We want to eat. Undo the objection and close the sales. We want to eat. Your children will not tolerate that. They will tell you, undo their objections and close the sale. Dad, you cannot tell us that you did not make any sale. 10 clients came to you. And okay, let me ask you a question. Let me tell you something. Let's say now you not even told them that, or even one of those clients, she was even showing aggression. She wanted to fight with me. Your wife, your children will say, Dad, Mr. Man, undo the objection and close the sale. We cannot live on hunger. We need something in our stomach. We want to eat. Go and undo the objection and bring money home. If you are, let's say you are single, you are not married, your stomach will fire you. Your stomach will fire you. 10 clients came to you and you could not close one of them. Your stomach will let you know that you are a poor closer. Go and undo the objection, close the sales so that you can buy food. I need something. The ones in your stomach will say, we need something to eat. Don't tell us somebody is giving you objection. So closing is the skill you need. It's the number one skill you need to collect money from people. I told you yesterday that poor people, they find it difficult to make money. Smart people make money. Rich people collect money. So if you want to learn how to collect money from people using spoken words, then you need the skill of closing. If you are selling a ticket, a product or a service that is of 5,000 naira and above, and you are not good in closing, you will suffer. And nobody will care whether you suffer. Go and undo their objections and close the sale. We don't mind. You can get the objections in your WhatsApp DM. You can get the objections on the call. You can get the objections in physical interaction. But if you have a closing skill, you will get less of that objection. In fact, you might not even get objections at all. You'll be closing sales like a prof. You'll be closing sales effortlessly. You'll be closing sales without speaking. Zainab, welcome. Welcome. You are late here today. You'll be closing sales effortlessly. As in fact, I used to tell my students it doesn't take much effort to close a sale of 1 million naira than it takes to close a sale of 1,000 naira. It's the same thing. Thank you, Prof. Your biological system will not understand your poor closing skill. Exactly. Exactly. Have you ever sold something? Why are those selling tickets below 1,000 naira here? If you are selling something that is less than 1,000 naira, please say I. Just say I. Let's see you. That is less than 1,000 naira. 1,000 naira or below. Just say I. Let's see you. Thank you. As a client ever giving you objection, like you want to sell something, for instance now, you want to sell it for 500 naira, and the client says it has just 450 naira. Have you ever lost a sale just because of 15 naira difference or 100 naira difference? Has anybody ever given you objection because of 100 naira? Just 100 naira. Thank you so much, Aisha. Thank you so much. Just 100 naira. In fact, just 10 naira. Clients can give you objection. So it doesn't matter whether you are closing 1 million sales or you are closing 1,000 naira sales or 500 naira sales or 100 naira sales. You just have to have that closing skill. So if you can close sales, now here is the secret. If you can close sales, big money. If you can close sales, get on a call with clients and get them paying 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, 5,000 naira, or even above. Companies need you. Big companies, they need you. They will consult you. There are a lot of companies there. Yes, there's a particular company now engaging with me. They have issues with what? Closing sales. And their product is, the least among their product is 500,000 naira. They have quality products. Their competitors have low quality products. Clients prefer to buy the low quality products. But they are so sure that they are the best in the market. But they don't have good closers. They don't have professional closers. So if you are a closer, if you have this closing skill, a company can just hire you to close sales for them. Now, does it matter to you? Let's say you have a product of 1 million naira that you sell, and somebody would just help you get on a call with a client and close the sale for you. Would you mind giving that person 10,000 naira for him to close a sale of 1 million naira for you? Will you mind paying that person 10,000 naira to close a sale of 1 million naira? No. You can see. And he could have done that. He could close the sale within just 30 minutes or even 15 minutes. He could just close the sale within 15 minutes and he gets paid 10,000 naira in 15 minutes. And it even depends. He might have an agreement with you that he will be collecting 10% of the sale. Meaning that if he closes a sale of 1 million naira, you pay him 100,000 naira. And he can just close the sale within 20 minutes. Within 20 minutes, you get 100,000 naira. That is what we call high income skill. Now, does it not matter whether you are in Lagos or you are in Abuja or you are in Chicago? Does it really matter? All you need is what? Getting on a call with the client and closing the sale. So if you are an entrepreneur, you need that skill for your business too. If you want to survive in this economic downturn, the sales environment has become very challenging. If you don't have that kind of skill, whether you're a teacher, whether you're an entrepreneur, you will be leaving a lot of money on the table. Clients will get to you, you'll only be closing one sale. You are not happy. Some of the time, you even blame the client that doesn't have manners. That customer does not have manners. It's a lie. Okay, let's assume the client doesn't have manners. You don't have closing skill. The client does not have manners, but you don't have closing skill. Answer his objection and close the sale. Yes, I told my students recently, I was on a call with a client. This client is my student. Now, she needs my research service. She needs my research service. So she was on a call with me. I wanted to close the sale. So I gave her a price. Then she told me, do you want me to go and steal the money? Who agrees with me that kind of statement is insulting? Yes or no? It's insulting, yes or no? Your closing ability is the ability to make your customer and clients put. Please note what Prof is saying. Oh, Prof is one of my my mentee. Yes, he has private mentorship with me on copywriting. So whatever he says, he understands what he's saying. You understand what he's saying. So it's very insulting. Number one, I'm older than her. Number two, I'm a teacher for 3 years. I tutored this girl for 3 years. And up till now, she's still getting mentorship from me. But just because I want to collect her money, She's telling me, do you want me to go and steal it? If you are the one, you will say, come on, what kind of word is that? Don't you know, is it because I want to sell to you? Come on, you don't need that in sales. Undo our objection and close the deal. If you use that sale, your wife will fire you. Your husband will fire you. Your children will fire you. Your stomach will fire you. If you are working under a manager, your boss will fire you. It's rude, sure, it's rude. But don't mind it. In closing, we don't mind that kind of word. In closing, we believe that our prospects, they have absolute manners. But when it gets to the time to collect their money, they can misbehave. So we will not pay attention to their rudeness. We will not pay attention to how they misbehave. What we pay attention to is the closing process. We just want to get the money. So I did not feel offended. I didn't get annoyed with her. I just smiled and said, what do you want to do now? Where do you go from? Where do you want to go from here? And I ended up closing that sale on that same call. If I had felt bad and I have shown her aggression, like, come on, she would just tell me, bye-bye, I will not get the money. So, who has ever experienced that kind of bad manners from prospects? If you've experienced that, type yes, type yes. That kind of bad manners from prospects, if you've experienced it, type yes. Yes, I've experienced it. You see, almost everyone has experienced it. Almost everyone. So you need a closing skill. Get the money. After you get the money, then you are now the boss. You are the boss. You are the boss at that time. When you get the money, you are the boss. You are the boss. So that is closing. That is the number one high income skill. I don't have time talking about it. I don't just have time talking about it. But what I used to tell my students is that poor people find it difficult to make money. Smart people make money. Rich people, they collect money. And you cannot collect money in large quantity, large volume, if you don't have a closing skill. You don't have a closing skill. You can see MTN collects your money. Your bank collects your money. Your institution collects your money. JAM collects your money. WAEC collects your money. NECO collects your money. So if you want to be rich, you have to have some people you are collecting their money. Effortlessly. As in, you should be the needed, not the needy. You should be the needed, not the needy. When the client gets on a call with me, I'm so sure that's another 30,000 naira. That is another 30,000 naira. So those are high income skills. High income skill number one. High income skill number two is high income copywriting. Who is typing it there? Type it. Let me see if you hear what I'm talking about. High income skill number two, high income copywriting. High income copywriting. Thank you. High income copywriting. You can see some of you who has heard about copywriting before. If you've heard about copywriting, just type yes. Yes, I've heard about copywriting. Yes, type yes. Now, you can see I didn't say copywriting. I said high income copywriting. Prof, are you there? Because you can possibly learn copywriting, but if you want to collect money in large volumes, you need high income copywriting. You can see, if you have heard about copywriting before, you must have seen different copywriting courses sold for 2,000 naira, 1,000 naira, 3,000 naira. That one cannot transform your financial life. It cannot transform your financial life. Because you are only learning copywriting. You are learning on the surface. You are learning on the surface. Thank you, Prof. But if you want to learn, understand, and master so that you can collect money in large volume, what you need is high income copywriting. It is different from the copywriting you hear about. High income copywriting. Copywriting can allow you, collecting 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira, 4,000 naira from clients, or even 5,000 naira. But if you have high income copywriting skill, you can be collecting 50,000 naira from just one client. Just one client will pay you 100,000 naira. If you are not delivering the skill, there's no limit to the amount you can make. Let me quickly give you an illustration. Copywriting is closing in print. Copywriting is what? Closing in print. Don't forget that closing is your ability to collect money using spoken words. But copywriting is your ability to collect money. It's not to make money, it's to collect money using written words. Somebody should help me write the difference there. Closing is your ability to collect money, not to make money, to collect money in volumes using spoken words. High income copywriting is your ability to collect money in volumes using written words. Using written words. So If you have a copywriting skill and a client is paying you 2,000 naira, are you collecting money in volumes? Yes or no? Are you collecting money in volumes? A client paying you 2,000 naira. Let's say you have copywriting skill and a client is paying you 2,000 naira. Are you collecting money in volumes? Can 2,000 naira transform your financial life? Yes or no? Thank you, Rahima. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I love your participation tonight. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It shows you are really following. You are really following. So if you have a copywriting skill and a client pays you 2,000 naira, are you making money or you are collecting money? You are just making money. You are just a smart person there. You are just a smart guy there. Making money. So, but if you want to collect money, you collect it in volumes. And you can only achieve that if you have high income copywriting skill. High income copywriting skill. Any single writing, any small writing you are making like this, you might be collecting 50,000, 100,000 naira minimum. So you are using written words. Let me ask you a question. Who has a website here? Who has a website here? Anybody who has a website here? If you have a website, just signify. If you have a website, signify.
Yes, I have a website.
Okay,
I have
thank
a
you so
website.
much. Okay. So I want to ask you some questions now. I want to ask you some
Okay.
questions. So I would want you to answer it. No filtering, no stammering. Let's say you have a web page. You have a web page. You
Okay.
direct traffic to that web page. Maybe
Okay.
you have a school. Maybe you have a school. You
Okay.
direct traffic to that web page, and you get let's say 10 students in a year. 10 students
Okay.
in a year, and each student pay 10,000 naira. How much are you making in a
Yes.
year?
100,000.
100,000 naira for 365 days. Is that a lot of money, or you are just struggling?
He's struggling.
Struggling. Now, let's say there's a high income copywriter, and he looks at your web page. He adjusts some things. He looks at the headline. He changes the guarantee. He injects scarcity. He tweaks some things, and now you were able to get 50 students in a year. And don't forget, each student is paying 10,000 naira. How much are you making in a year now?
500,000.
Now, is that a lot of money? Fear
It's a lot.
it. It's better than before, right?
Yes, yes.
Do you mind paying that high income copywriter 10% of the income, bearing in mind that you did not spend any additional money on advertisement? Just
Yes.
do
I can do that. I can pay.
Can you pay him 50,000 for doing that kind of work?
Yes, yes.
Good. Now, do you care if he spends 2 minutes to do it, 3 minutes to do it, 1 hour to do it? Do you care about the time?
No, I don't care. It is the result I care
It is
about.
the result. That is why, as a high income copywriter, you are paid by conversion. You are paid by results, not by the time you spend on the work. We don't mind if you brainstorm for 1 week to deliver that result. Just give us a guarantee that you are going to deliver that result. Once you deliver the result, you get paid. In fact, as a high income copywriter, there's a way you will do it. You will be paid upfront, because you are not only selling results, you are selling trust and reliability. You will be paid that if you can guarantee me that I will be making 500,000 naira instead of 100,000 naira, I will pay you that 50,000 naira upfront. And if I say I won't pay you 50,000 naira upfront, then you increase your charges. You might tell me that, okay, will you mind paying 70,000 naira or 80,000 naira? So you pay 50. Now, when I'm done with the work, I deliver the results, then you pay 30. You will be paid. What I'm talking about is that you will be paid based on results. Now, let's now assume that it does a lot of work. It works a lot of things. Now you are getting 100 students in a year. In a year. No special adverts, no additional money spent.
Abiba.
People just come there.
Abiba.
Please turn off your audio. That person saying Abiba, turn off your audio. You just tweet something and you get 200 people coming to your school. You are getting 200 students instead of 10 you used to get. Now, how much are you making now? You are making 2 million naira, yes?
Yes.
Will you mind paying this person that does the work 100,000 naira?
I won't mind.
What about 200,000 naira?
No problem also.
No problem, because you are not spending any money. He's just doing his work and you are making more money. He's doing his work, you are making more money. So if you are not greedy, you wouldn't mind paying him 200,000 naira. And he might have done that work for just 1 hour because of his expertise. So that is what we call high income copywriting. It is different from copywriting. A lot of people who call themselves copywriters out there, they write. You
Yes,
said?
sir. No, I'm in my house. Sorry.
Okay. Most of the people calling themselves copywriters out there, they are getting paid based on the time they spent on the work. If you tell them, let me write a copy, they'll just tell you, oh, how long do you want it to be? Okay, you're paying me 10,000 naira. You will not do that as a high income copywriter. You will charge per result. And you can even develop yourself to a level that you'll be a consultant. You have students you are teaching, and you'll be charging premium price, because you are not just teaching them knowledge, you are teaching them mastery. You are teaching them, giving them a skill that allows them make 1 million naira in a month. That allows them make 200,000 naira just from a single deal. That is another example.
So we can't hear you again. Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear. We can hear
Okay,
now.
okay.
Yes, we are now hearing you.
Sorry about the break. So I said the number 3, the third high income skill on the list is public speaking. Public speaking. Those are the people I call celebrity authority. The celebrity authority. Any single invitation like this, they can make $1 million from it. Do you know that those kind of people, they get paid for speaking? Who can mention a public speaker that gets paid for speaking, just for speaking? Don Locke. Still have others. Who gets paid for speaking? Is there any Nigerian you know, public speaker, or probably in Africa, who gets paid just for speaking? There are people who try to do so. Yeah, thank you. There are people who try to do so even in Lagos State, in Nigeria. They invite them. Those people like MC. We've heard about MC, right? MC. Sanusi Lamido. We've heard about MC, right? They are examples of public speakers. But they don't know their values. Thank you. They don't know their values. If you an average MC, just call him and say, okay, come and speak in my event for 3 hours. He will just tell you 3 hours. Okay, I charge 5,000 naira per hour. For 3 hours, you are paying me 15,000 naira. Or I charge. Some people do not even charge up to that. Some people can spend 5 hours, 7 hours in an event and not get paid up to 20,000 naira. They don't know their values. They need to learn closing. They need to develop some kind of a mindset that will allow them charge premium price. So if you are a public speaker and you are aware of your value, you have a high income skill. Somebody, the person who will answer the question I want to throw out now is working with me. He's going to work with me. Because anyone who answers this question I want to ask now, it means that that person has a deep thought, a high level of intelligence. And those are the people who can work with me. I want to ask you a question. Are you prepared? If you are prepared, let me answer yes. Yes, I'm prepared. Amazing. I don't work with me. Oh, the question is so simple, but it requires a lot of smartness, high level of intelligence, high level of emotional intelligence. Now, if you have been following what I'm talking about, I've talked about high income skills. I've mentioned 3 examples of high income skills. I mentioned high ticket closing, I mentioned high income copywriting, and I mentioned public speaking. There is something. No, type it. The fastest and the best. You can only type once. If you type twice, you violate it. Even if you get it right, I will not count it. We have 26 people on the platform now. 28 now. Now, type it, fastest and the best. Now, I've mentioned 3 examples of high income skills. There is something, just one thing, in common in the 3 examples of high income skills I mentioned. I mentioned high ticket closing, I mentioned high income copywriting, and I mentioned public speaking. There is one thing in common. What is that thing? Wow. The first person got it. Asifatu Mahbub. Communication is the answer. As if Fatima Abu got it already. Somebody has got it already. Communication. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Please say hi to me in the DM. Say hi to me on WhatsApp. Say hi to me on WhatsApp. Say hi to me. Communication means that you cannot develop high income skills if you are not good in communication. If you are not good in communication. Communication is wealth. Effective communication equals wealth. The better you are in communication, the better you can collect money. The more you can collect money. And it's not about speaking fast. It's not about, most people don't have high income skills. Yes, I used to say this. Please write it down. Most people don't know how to communicate. Most people don't know how to communicate. Few know how to sell. Almost no one has a high income skill. Or almost no one knows how to close. Almost no one knows how to close. Most people don't know how to communicate. Few people know how to sell. Almost no one knows how to close. So effective communication equals wealth. If you can communicate effectively, you can make money. You can collect money. You can collect money. So public speakers are being paid for communication. High ticket closers are being paid for communication. High income copywriters are being paid for communication. Do you get that? Do you understand that? Let me know if you understand. Type it, I understand. I understand. So I need 2 people more to choose today. 2 people more. 2 people more. So the next high income skill you need to develop is platform selling or platform closing. Platform selling or platform closing. Are you typing it? Who is typing for us? The number 5 high income skill is platform selling, or you call it platform closing. Thank you so much. How many of you has ever conducted a free group, a free class, and you intended to sell to them at the end? If you've done that in the past, type, say yes. Just say yes. Some people even fill all 5 groups. Some people are very great in traffic generation. They are very great in traffic generation. But after teaching the participants for free, they find it difficult to close them, to sell to them at the end. How many of you have ever experienced a situation whereby you put people on a group, you teach them for free, and you find it difficult to close 3% of them? If you experience that, type Y, just type Y, letter Y only. You find it difficult even to close 3 to 5% of them. You see? Do you see now? It's because you don't have platform closing skill. You think that what people want to hear is you teaching them something for free. When you teach them something for free, then you can get their money. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's not the free thing that will make them pay you. There are some things you need to do. You need to engineer their moment. That is when they will pay you. The theory is not teach free, get paid. No. The theory is engineer their moment, sell to them, get paid. Engineer their moment, sell to them. That is platform closing. So it can happen on WhatsApp. It can happen in a live session like this. Like I can tell people that I want to have a free session with them, and at the end maybe there are 200 on the platform, and I sell to them. If you cannot close 10 of them, what have you done? If you cannot close 5 out of 200, what have you done? So your ability to put people on a platform, communicate to them, and sell to them at the end, that is platform closing or platform selling. If you have that skill, you will make money. Oh, you will make money. I've seen great people, young people, students who develop themselves in that skill. They will fill up like 5-7 groups, and they sell to about 70% of them, and not on low tickets. Tickets of about 10,000 naira and above. Platform closing. If you have that skill and you have a knowledge, you want to transfer, you can make 1 million naira from a single class. 1 million naira from a single class. So that kind of skill is what Emmanuel Akpe has. Have you heard about Emmanuel Akpe? If Emmanuel Akpe jumps on a group that he wants to close you people, he will tell you he wants to teach you something for free. He will close you at the end. He closed a lot of sales in his group, in his free group, because he has platform closing skill. So if you have that kind of skill, you have a high income skill. You can see this skill as well. It has to do with communication. So you don't know how to communicate. You think you just need to communicate the free things. Give them sweet and sell to them. No, it's not like that. There's something they want to hear. Until they hear it, they will not pay you. Most of them will not pay you. Sometimes, I've even seen people who fill up groups and they got 0 conversion. Who has ever gotten 0 conversion from your free group? 0 conversion. Anybody here? Just type yes if you have ever gotten 0 conversion. Who has ever gotten 1 conversion? 1 conversion. That only 1 person paid for your class. How about 2 conversion? Thank you. On my first attempt, what was your conversion rate then? 0 or 1? 0 or 1%? That is platform closing skill. So it doesn't matter whether you're a web developer. If you're a web developer, you need copywriting skill. You need closing skill. If not, whether you have a blog or you have a website, your website will not convert. Okay, 1%. Less than 1%, imagine. Imagine. If you have a website, your website will not convert. Your web page will not convert. Yes, our students who just they came to know me of recent. They have websites for 2-3 years. They've never made 1 naira from it. They've never made 1 naira from it. Until they got to me. Sorry, Muhammad. Sorry. You will get the playback, the replay. Sorry. Coming. So that is those are high income skills. Those are what? High income skill. Another high income skill is social media management. Social media management. If you are very good in social media management, if you can handle a Facebook page or you can handle an Instagram page, that when you handle it, we get conversions. You can be paid any amount, depending on how much you want to charge. You'll be the one deciding how much you want to charge. All right. Yes, some people they have who has an Instagram page here. If you have an Instagram page, type yes. Instagram page, type yes. If you've never made 10,000 naira from your Instagram page, type yes. You've never gotten clients from your Instagram page. Or it has been long you got clients from your Instagram page, type yes. You see. So the skill you need is social media management. Social media management. And you also need more of closing skill if you are selling high ticket. Few minutes. A few minutes more. We'll end it very soon. I've not got anything. Imagine. Another high income skill is sales funnel building. That's what we call sales funnel building. When you have a web page that converts, the content you have on that page might not be more than just a few lines. If you can build a funnel, when people get in on the page, they pay off. If you can build a converting funnel, you have a high income skill. So those are the ones I will be able to mention today. So I think how many people? Okay, now I want to ask another question. If you want to develop yourself in a high income skill, let's say you've got to a stage where you want to learn high income skill, there are 3 things you need to do, 3 steps you need to do. Fastest and the best. I need the first 2 persons who will answer this question. You get 5 GB MTN data. 5 GB. Learn, understand, master. Thank you. The next person. Please let me record that person. Salahuddin Abdul Basit, 5 GB. It's fastest and the best though. If you miss it out, you miss it out. And Ashifatu. Okay, thank you. Ashifatu Mahbub again. Hey. So I'm giving out 5 GB MTN data to 2 people. Please, if I mentioned your name, message me. Tell me what you want. Anybody that wants something here today, message me and tell me what you want. Now, I need to ask 2 questions more again, so that I can pick those who would work with 2 more people who work with the Sales and Marketing Academy. I gave you all the processes. Now, there's one thing I need to tell you. If you can possibly have a skill. You see, I've investigated, I've done my research thoroughly. When people come to me and say they are broke, I realize that 80% of broke people, they don't have a skill. Not to even talk about high income skills. Everybody who answered the question, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So, they don't have a skill. Now, if you now have a skill, let's say you are a web developer or you are a graphic designer, let's pretend you don't have a high income skill. You cannot maximize your skill set without a proper mindset. You cannot maximize your skill set without a proper mindset. That is why if you take my marketing course, my copywriting course, my closing course, or you get on a consultation with me, the first thing I will talk about is your mindset. Every courses I have, there's a module where we have mindset, where we discuss mindset at length. Because the mindset you need to make millions is not the same with the one you need to make 10,000 naira. Yesterday I told you that you have to be very hungry. You have to be very hungry. And nothing will make you hungry. That hunger will not just come unless you develop a proper mindset. So you cannot maximize your skill set without a proper mindset. If you have a knowledge, let's say you are good in mathematics, you will not make much money from mathematics. The fact that you are very good in mathematics doesn't mean that you will be paid high unless you have a proper mindset. You have the kind of mindset that, no, I'm a man of values. I should be paid more than this. I deserve to be paid more than this. If you don't have the proper mindset, you waste a lot of your time. You spend time doing things that will not fetch you money. That's why I said there are some things I'm unable to mention. So after this class, we are 17. We are 24 now. I said I will count the number of people who are ending this class with me. I will make a statement. So if you end this class with me, just send that statement to my DM. Then you get a copy. You get a copy of my video on closing. So you cannot maximize your skill set without a proper mindset. The skill set, the mindset you need to collect 1,000 naira is not the same as the one you need to collect 100,000 naira. That is why I will not be the prince of closing if I don't talk about mindset. I will not be the prince of closing if I didn't mention mindset in this class. For you to know that you have a lot of work to do on your mind. You have to work hard on your mind. You don't work hard with your hand. Poor people they work hard with their hand. They do a lot of hard labor instead of working hard on their mind. So you work hard on your mind. So when you work hard on your mind, you develop a proper mindset. That is when you can collect huge amount of money. It's not easy to get on a call with a client and say, you're paying me 100,000 naira. For what? When he tells you for what? Do you want him to go and steal it? Then the next thing you say, you just start shivering like, or you say, what kind of insult is that? What kind of embarrassment is that? See, you don't have a proper mindset. You don't even have a closing skill. So, whether you want to learn a skill, whether you want to learn a high income skill, there's one thing in common. Who is answering the question? Fastest and the best. There's one thing in common, whether you are learning a skill or you are learning a high income skill. There are three things in common. If you know it, no. There's one thing in common, whether you want to learn a skill or you want to learn a high income skill. Determination, no. Mastery. Thank you so much. Sorry. Mastery. So sorry, you message me. Send me a message in my DM that you answered my question and you are working with the Sales and Marketing Academy. Mastery. You learn, you understand, then you master. Mastery. Don't joke with mastery in anything you do. Don't joke with mastery. So one more person before we leave. Now, I want to throw a very funny question now. Very funny question. Now, somebody should differentiate between poor people, smart people, and rich people. Differentiate between poor people, smart people, and rich people. You have to be very fast. No. Don't use voice. Don't use audio, please. Don't use audio. Type it. Fastest and the best. There's a way I put it. I've said it a number of times in the class. I said poor people Oh no, no, you've missed something out. Oh, Abdul Basit could have got it, but that is not the exact thing I said. You did not arrange it very well. Sorry. Oh. Thank you so much, Ibrahim Shitu. Thank you so much, Ibrahim Shitu. Thank you so much. Poor people find it difficult to make money. Smart people make money. Rich people forget money. You send me a message in my DM. Now, we've done a lot. And we've come to the end of the class. We have 22 with me. I have 23 people on the platform now. 23. So, any question? Any question? Hey, yeah, sorry about that. So, but you won. Hey, yeah, sorry. You see, that is why, don't give up. Never give up in any of your endeavor. You try the first time, you try the second time, you try the third time. Continue trying. The day you become a loser is the day you give up. I've been trying to make money on social media online since 2007 till 2018. I wasn't making a dime. I kept trying until I finally succeeded. You can see now you succeeded. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Now, if you have a question, send it on the platform. Send it in the group. I will answer your questions. I'm going to make a last statement now. I'll type it out. Once you see the statement, send the statement to me. Then I'll be so sure you are part of the last people. You stayed with me till the end of the program so that you can get a video of my closing, one of my premium videos on closing. By the time you watch the video, you'll get to know that whatever you sell, whether it is services, whether it is product, in fact, whether it is physical product or digital product, whether it is physical service or digital service, you need a closing skill. I have my own physical service. I have a research institute. I implement my closing skill in it. Whether let's say you are into event planning, that is a service. You need a closing skill. Whenever you need to collect money, you need a closing skill. Definitely, you will know more about high income copywriting. If you need to know more about high income copywriting, just send me a message in my DM. You need to know more about closing, send me a message in my DM. Send me a message. I'll find time to attend to everything. So the last thing I want to say now, I'll say something in voice, then I'll type something. Send what I type to my DM so that I can get the video on closing. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking your time to attend this program. And I believe that you got values for your time. If you actually get values for your time, please let me type it. I got values for my time. What I follow this on you. Amazing. Hi. Wow. Thank you so much. So I'm dropping my last message now. Thank you so much. I got values from my time. Amazing. All right. Thank you so much. So I've dropped my last note there. So send it to my DM. Type it out and send it to my DM. So I'll be so sure you ended this class with me. Anybody who is not part of us here cannot know what I typed there. So I've dropped a note. Copy it and send it to my DM. You get the video. When I get off this session now, I'll send you a copy of the video. If you want anything today, if it is data you want, please message me that I want data. If you want employment, message me that I want employment. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. Bye. Okay, guys. There you go. I need data.